Morning, folks. I need help showing all of this. There is so much, so much. I've gone for help, and I get people who say they're going to help, but they don't. The most important part is for them to look at the evidence. That is the most important, well, second most important part. The most important part is fucking speaking up. Stephanie Mejia, she's too busy cheating on her husband to tell the truth. She was too busy cheating on her husband and doing mushrooms to actually sit down and go through evidence with me. There were 4 men involved in this over at Ventus's house. Involved in what? Trying to make Stephanie fucking happy. She had to be the center of attention. Of course, Ventus also has to be the center of attention. So they fed each other attention. I'm fine with that. What I'm not fine with is the fact that I wasted my time and my resources believing them for them to think with their genitalia. There's a conversation with Star's husband, Jose Hernandez, on my channel. There's more. There's more recorded. Now, if you guys listen to the conversation with Jones, they're going to come down and talk to me on Thursday. If there's anything that they need to collect, they're going to collect all of it, basically. I got to be able to pick out the parts they need in specific. Problem is, most of that evidence is in the hands of the Dual County Police Department, and most of it they destroyed already. You have no idea how many times police officers have gone out of their way not to do their goddamn jobs. As soon as you tell them that there were police officers involved, their ears turn off. And that right there is only a small part of what makes me want to blow my goddamn head off. I shouldn't have to go to a sheriff like Scott DaCosta. The man's crooked. But the other thing is, Rob Wright proved yesterday that he doesn't give a shit. Rob Wright gave me a fucking preaching to about other people and situations he wasn't there for. That's pretty fucked up, especially coming from a preacher. Passing judgment without looking at both sides, Rod, that's fucked up. However, Rod, you are the only reason that Holloway treated me like a human being. You are the only reason he didn't blow me off. And for that, I am thankful, despite your judgment. You judge me, and I'm going to judge you back, though, Rod. I always thought of you as a good man until you were saying that shit. Did you bother to find out the truth of it? No, you believe the chapel rumor mill. You don't give a fuck. Now, there's some stuff that is true. Some of it is true. Like the day that I was assaulted by Robert Warnick, I flipped off 2 vehicles. One of those vehicles is the state patrol officer who helped Scott DaCosta to fucking assault me for trying to turn him in. The other one is Cindy Taylor. Now, you want to throw low-income housing at me? Maybe you should look at the situation and listen instead of talking over me. However, Rod, the judge, you did more to help me than Laura Nelson did. Laura Nelson should have fucking spoke up because she knew a lot. You, Rod, spouting rumors at me as if they were set in stone by the Lord himself. Are you on drugs, Rod? Have you not read the book? By the way, I wasn't going to bring up Rod after speaking with him, but Holloway said something on our telephone call together yesterday. And yes, that was on YouTube. So we're going to play Cheyenne County Dispatch 2. This took place across multiple states.
Communications?
Hello, Communications. This is Sean Schwartz again.
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Well, I just got a call from a restricted number from an officer. And
Okay.
he, first of all, got my name wrong. And second of all, the first thing that he jumped to is suicide. Did you not hear anything that I said? Or did you only hear the word
I heard a whole lot
suicide?
of things that you said.
And the
But
only
I
part
also
that you
told
pulled
you
out.
that I wanted someone to check on your well-being because you told me that you were living with a lady who was going to take you to the mountains and allow you to kill yourself. Okay? Did you not
That's the
tell me
point,
that?
ma'am, is that you only heard that part. That is the only part that you
That is
cared
the
about.
only part I can help you with, okay? We've already had this whole conversation, Sean, and you need to not be mad.
Ma'am, I'm
I'm
extremely
trying to help
pissed
you.
because
The
it's the
only way
only
that
part.
I
Not trying to
can-
help me.
If you need something else, you need to call someone besides me. Because I can't help you with anything.
Who the fuck do I call? I have made thousands of fucking calls. Thousands of calls. Thousands. There are at least 1,000 phone calls on my YouTube. How many times did I call calmly? Quite a few. Also, the restricted number thing. My predators call me from restricted numbers. Sakuth Osiris, yes, this is live. You're typing in the live chat, dude. Well, Sakuth Osiris has a different profile picture than he had yesterday. Yesterday it was a black man going. Now it looks like it's a small picture, but it looks like a white girl with a beard. I can't tell though because it's a tiny picture.
Now, it is now 4:03 in the morning, and I can't do anything more than I could at 3:15.
You couldn't even give him the right name. You couldn't. Who gives a fuck what time it is? Who gives a shit? You're at work. Your job is to receive these calls. It doesn't matter if it's 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon. It don't fucking matter. Why the fuck is this woman who is at work at 3:15 in the morning complaining about having to do her job at 3:15 in the morning? Some fucked up shit. Even give him the right name.
Sean Schwartz is exactly what I gave them.
And they said Brian Schwartz, which is my dad's name.
Well, I don't know where they got that information. I gave them Sean.
Well, that's why it's important not to play telephone, and the fact that it's literally over the telephone is just fucking hilarious.
Okay, well, then why don't you hang up from me and call 911, and then you'll get the people that can help that are local to you.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to turn in fucking bad cops in Nebraska, and she's telling me to call who? South Dakota. South Dakota isn't gonna do a goddamn thing. What the fuck is South Dakota gonna do? Sakuth Osiris typed, "Is this live? I just woke up. That's me." And then he typed, "I heard this chick last night. Absolutely incompetent." No, she is not incompetent, Osiris. This is their fucking protocol. Especially when you try to turn in officers. They play fucking stupid. After Natalie died, I was forced into fucking homelessness. Did you know it was fucking wintertime? Do you have any idea how many nights I spent out in the fucking snow? Meanwhile, my housing in Nebraska expired on January 1st of 2018. It sure would have been fucking nice to go back to Nebraska and escape all that shit, but I couldn't. It would have been nice to get some actual fucking help. Now, there are cowards like Brandon Ratner who never spoke up. Never spoke up. Never went in with me to make a report. Hell, he made zero fucking effort to help me how I needed. Until when? Until I had to go to court in Wyoming. I shouldn't have to break the law. And that's the point here, is that I do have to break the law to get the cops to listen if nobody is there. And Rod Wright is proof of that. Kuth Osiris typed, especially unionized police. They are very tight. Tight-knit with each other. Why the hell did it hold that message for review? Mr. Osiris, I do apologize for YouTube's stupidity. Tight-knit with each other. How is that held for review? It's not like he's asking us to kill people. No, it is a problem, and I'm going to show it, of course. Tight-knit with each other. And Osiris type, "It's no problem, buddy." I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right, Sakuth Osiris. That's why I'm just going to call you Osiris, if that's okay.
You're calling me. I'm 300 miles away from you. And I know nothing about your case. I have only worked here for a year, so I have no knowledge of you or any case.
You type, "My real name is Matt." Now, this woman is saying she is 300 miles away from me. I fucking know! I'm not retarded! I'm trying to turn in those fucking pigs from a safe goddamn distance! What happened when I tried to turn in the sheriff in December? I was fucking assaulted! Pardon my French. This woman knows nothing? I've been explaining it to her. Sakuth Osiris. He typed, "He heard this chick last night." Yup. I posted her up last night. See, that's the thing, is that you are allowed to torture me until I want my life to end, and then you torture me for wanting my life to end. Fucking help me or kill me, Jesus Christ, woman.
So, reading something on the internet is not going to help you. There's nothing I can do for you. Do you understand?
You understand that's nationwide, correct?
What is nationwide?
How screwed up the legal system is, how screwed up the judicial system is.
I can't do anything about the legal system, and
you can't do anything about the healthcare system. But believe it or not, you actually can. You can advocate.
I can't do anything about anything you have a problem with. You need to call your local authority.
You actually can.
Are my local authorities going to do anything about Scott DaCosta and his fucking officers?
Let them know how screwed up the system is. You can write your local senator. Let them know how screwed up the system is. I've got recordings from multiple officers who agree.
To help you at 4:05 in the morning on a Friday morning, there is nothing I can do.
It doesn't matter what fucking time of day it is. I'm trying to make a goddamn report.
I'm going to hang up this phone. If you call back...
What a fucking cunt.
Go fuck yourself.
You need to call your local authority.
I'm hanging up.
What are my local authorities going to do about Scott DaCosta? What a fucking dumb bitch. That's right, I do curse. That's right, I do use words like cunt. This woman went out of her way to play fucking retarded. Cyrus types, they try to involuntarily commit people, then tell us the internet is lies. 5 cops tied me down for over 5 hours with my movement disorder. First, they gave me a disorder, then put me in the psych ward. They don't care about people at all. You're absolutely right, Sakutho Cyrus. And for somebody who started off on my page being a troll, I'm actually glad you're here. At least this is almost human interaction. He typed, they just push meds on people. That is correct, Sakutho Cyrus. Or Matt, I suppose. People are assaulting you, here's some fucking drugs. The difference between the police getting away with this and the police making a report comes down to somebody there in fucking person. See, it doesn't matter if I have a written report that I've turned in. It doesn't. I've turned in hundreds. What matters is, does the officer make a report? Or does he turn off his camera and give you the mentally ill treatment? It's fucked. Yesterday when Jones was talking to me, and I said, your rules. She got butthurt pretty much immediately and wanted to get defensive pretty much immediately. I am sorry that my words didn't come together right, but the more you stress me the fuck out by talking over me, the more it's going to end up that way. How about instead of instigating the situation, you listen? Now, I don't believe that she was necessarily intentionally instigating the situation, but also she knows that I need this evidence for my court dates. Those words that she was explaining, her rules, as I said. Really, I should have said protocol. But because I didn't say protocol, I had to deal with her bullshit of getting butthurt. She's not the one being fucking assaulted. I can't organize all of this shit, and they keep me spending all of my money on court dates for people who abused me. They work across multiple jurisdictions to fuck me over, and I'm not allowed to say anything about those other jurisdictions. Meanwhile, those other jurisdictions are allowed to speak in my court dates, are they not? They're allowed to outright lie and omit information. That's why Miss Peaches the liar is a piece of shit. She said she would go in with me for months and months and months and months and months. She didn't keep her word. None of them did. All I'm trying to do is show the truth. Kuth Osiris types, you're very well spoken and way more intelligent than these people. I can see now what they are doing, trying to manipulate you. Yeah. People thought I was fucking joking. Here's the Hardin PD and the Billings FBI. This is after Selena Not Afraid disappeared and people were accusing me of doing it.
All right. Calling the Hardin Police Department.
By the way, I was in this house 5 feet away from where I am now when I made this call.
Hello, my name is Sean Schwartz. I posted a video about the missing women of Hardin, Montana last year. And this year when Selena ended up disappearing, I posted a video about that. I have people now posting on my videos telling me that I'm a person of interest, so I figured I would call you guys. If I'm a person of interest, I figure I probably ought to talk to an officer, which is why I called you.
Okay. Would you like to speak with one now?
Sure.
Okay. Where are you located?
I live in Chapel, Nebraska.
Oh, you live in Nebraska. Okay. What's
Yes,
the callback number for you?
It is 308-566.
All right. Yeah, we have others currently on a call right now.
I was pausing the recording so that you wouldn't get my whole number.
So as soon as one of them gets back, I'll let them know that you called and you'd like to speak to them about that.
They never
All right,
called me
thank
back.
you. I'm going to call the FBI now because apparently they're on the case somehow, so I figure I'll let them know as well.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Alrighty. No problem. Bye.
I was trying to help
All
find
right,
a missing
time to call
person.
the Hardin, Montana FBI, or Billings, Montana.
I'm going to pause that for actually. We'll let that play, but I'm going to pull up both of those. The one about the missing women of Hardin, Montana that I made 10 months before she disappeared, and the one that I posted up when she did disappear.
Yeah. Let's see.
You have reached the Federal Bureau of Investigation in Billings, Montana. If this is an emergency, hang up and dial 911. Office hours are Monday through Friday, 8:15 a.m. to 5 p.m. The office is closed on all federal holidays. If you have reached the office during non-business hours and do not wish to leave a message, you may call back during business hours, or you may call the Salt Lake City office at 801-579-1400. To leave a message, please press 1. Your call has been answered by a VIA IP office. Please leave a message. Is not available. To leave a message, wait for the tone. When finished recording, press pound for more options. Record at the tone.
Hello, my name is Sean Schwartz. I posted a video about missing women of Hardin, Montana last year. And this year, when Selena went missing, I posted a video about her. There were people commenting on my videos telling me that I'm a person of interest. So I figured I'd call you guys back and give you guys my phone number. I'm currently in Chapel, Nebraska, and don't have a vehicle, so I can't like drive up there and see you guys or anything like that. But I can at least give you guys my phone number so that you can call me back. My phone number is, hold on a second, it's on the back of my phone. 308-566.
To make private, press 1. To make priority, press 2. To send, press pound.
Send.
Thank you for leaving your message. To access your mailbox, press star R. To transfer to another extension, press star T. If you are finished, please hang up or press star X.
Well, that's that, I guess.
Let's see. Missing and murdered Indigenous women and how I got involved. Missing Casey Perry. Casey Perry was found, by the way. I know Casey. I don't know her well. I've only met her once, and she was just born. Next day, her mom got into a car accident and died. But Casey is 19 or 20 now. Let's see. Missing from Hardin, Montana. Selena Shelley, Not Afraid. This one had 12,000 views. I'm in a small town where reputation accounts for everything. Lots of people say you shouldn't care what other people think. People harm others. Literally, the only thing they harm others over is what they think. If you go and shoot your neighbor because he's black, obviously there is something that you think about black people that makes you think it's okay to go shoot them in the head. It's not okay. By the time Natalie was killed, I'd already had to deal with multiple assaults. Multiple. Now, the difference between an honest fucking day in court and this fucking kangaroo bullshit was people coming forward. See, my predators work together. Nobody actually worked together with me. I got to deal with cowards like Laura Nelson. Laura Nelson knows that I will be harmed for the rest of my life unless she comes forward and tells the truth. I don't need everybody to come forward and tell the truth. That sure would be fucking nice. It'd be nice if Brenda and Dennis Dickinson weren't selfish pieces of shit, but they're Christians, so what do you expect? Same thing with Laura Nelson. She's a Christian, so what do you expect? Christians are the most judgmental people that I have ever met my entire life. Christians are more judgmental than cops. How fucked up is that? Christians will persecute the innocent over and over and over and over and think that it's okay. But the moment that a tiny fraction of what they have given to the rest of the world comes back at them, they fucking whine like mules. Sakuth typed, "My city is delusional meth heads. I want out of here bad." I'm going to tell you a story about the word delusional and also about meth heads. Chapel, Nebraska, 2003. Matt Worley, Adam Garrett, Case Layton Morse. These were my friends. But they couldn't stay off the goddamn meth, so I left Chapel, Nebraska and went homeless in Boulder. Best decision of my life. Best decision of my life to leave this fucking meth town. So I get what you're saying, bud. Now about the word delusional. When I was assaulted in 2019 at the Scottsbluff Hospital, you know how fucked up the situation that was? And then when they sent the mental health lady in, I was explaining to her what happened. She wasn't writing down what I said. She wrote down something different entirely. When I tried to get that information when I left, it was denied. Turns out that when I was explaining to her about being assaulted at the Scottsbluff Hospital a year earlier, turns out this woman is best friends with the guy who I was assaulted by. His name is Ruben. Short little Hispanic looking feller. Shiny diamond earrings, thinks he's a goddamn pimp. He's a bitch, straight up. So when I was in the jail explaining about the assault and about Natalie, she called me delusional. She wrote it down on my paperwork. Now, after I got out of jail, I should have been able to go home. But instead, they sent me to the Scottsbluff Hospital where I had been assaulted. All they were interested in doing is anything it takes to discredit me. Imagine my surprise when I go from the jail having to deal with this fucking wingnut bitch, and I get to the Scottsbluff Hospital where I was assaulted a year before. Imagine my surprise when that wingnut bitch was there. I said, "Why did you call me delusional?" She said, "Because you said that you and Natalie were friends. That's not fucking delusional." And I'll show you why. I'm going to show you Natalie Bollinger's last Facebook or a link to it. You get to see how many trolls are on there. This should have been dealt with in an adult fashion. We're going to type in the name. Oh, I don't even have to type in the word Natalie Marie. You know why? I looked it up yesterday. This is Natalie Marie Bollinger. This is her last public post. Now, I want to encourage you. It's going to take about an hour to do so, but I encourage you to scroll all the way back to the beginning from when Natalie was still alive. I also want you to read the post. Is it delusional to say that we were friends when, in Natalie's own words, we were friends? The key word there is were. I wasn't trying to tell this woman that I have magic seances and the soul of Natalie Bollinger comes down and talks to me. I wasn't saying that me and this dead girl have conversations every fucking day. I told the truth and she called me delusional. Wrote it down on a fucking piece of paper. Anyway, Sakuth Osiris type. Yep, church on every corner here and bars. Yeah. We got 2 bars here. And I think we got like 4 churches. Most of them are closed though, because people are already, well, they're sick of this kind of Christianity. This ain't Christianity, it's Nazism. Here in Chapel, Nebraska, they blame everything on blacks and Mexicans. You're broke, must be blacks and Mexicans' fault. And veterans and single mothers who are on disability. That's the reason you're broke, right? No, you're fucking broke because you spend $50 a fucking night at the bar. And what do you do at the bar? You get fucking drunk and then you bitch about blacks and Mexicans and people on disability. Freeloaders. This is a fucking racist shithole. He typed so many churches, yet so much evil. Yeah, every time a Baptist has an argument with another Baptist, they start another Baptist church. Saying that you're Baptist, that's like saying that you are a cat. It really is. Cats come in all shapes and all sizes. There's no descriptor there. It's just cat. I'm looking for my cat. Well, how's that going to help you find it? We don't have much of a description other than it's a cat. Okay, so you're Baptist. Are you a tortoiseshell Baptist? Are you a tabby Baptist? Are you a black Baptist or a white Baptist? Are you a painted Baptist? Are you a mountain Baptist? Are you a striped Baptist? Are you a Baptist with a little bobbed tail? Baptist to me don't mean shit. Lots of other Christian sects have very specific set of beliefs, their doctrine. Baptists have no doctrine. You're not going to find the same doctrine in one Baptist church as you're going to find in another. Anyways, Kutho Cyrus typed, they did that to me too. Lazy Emmy typed, hello. Kutho Cyrus typed, they are drones. Critical thinking is a mental disease to them. You're right, bud. Kutho Osiris typed, most of the cops and government workers are druggies themselves, brain fried from psychotropics. Apparently, you know something about the drugs that they give people. Psychotropics are dangerous drugs. There's also drugs like ketamine. What does ketamine do? It separates you from fucking reality. Let's look up what kind of a drug ketamine is. Oh yeah, I have to do it on here. Ketamine. What is ketamine? How it works and helps severe depression. Whoa! Hold on a fucking second. Let's see. Ketamine medication. Ketamine is a medication primarily used for starting and maintaining anesthesia. It induces dissociative anesthesia, a trance-like state, providing pain relief, sedation, and amnesia. What's amnesia? Let's type this fucking word up. Now, first, I'm going to copy and paste this shit. Now, this is from Wikipedia. Copy. Paste. It's 212 out of 200. So we'll back up. We'll back up off the Wikipedia word. 203-22201. All right. Now it doesn't say amnesia, and I'm sorry for that. I had to erase the A so that it would fit the 200 character maximum that it takes to go on here. Amnesia. Let's find out what amnesia is. Now, right here it says ketamine works like a flash mob, temporarily taking over certain chemical receptor. In some cases, and with expert medical care, that can be a good thing. No, it's not. Right here it says, what is a K-hole? Oh, you guys are going to love this. I was in the K-hole. People describe K-hole as an out-of-body experience. It's an intense sensation of being separate from your body. Some say it feels as if they're rising above their body. Others describe it as being teleported to other places or having sensations of melting into their surroundings. For me, it was a visual thing. Everything was fucking yellow. When I was injected with ketamine, what was I doing? I was trying to get a fucking cop there to take my goddamn report. When you try to turn in the cops, they ship you out of jurisdiction. This is their protocol everywhere. The only thing that you have that can protect you from these immoral actions is someone in person. Now, let's take a look at someone. Let's take a look at the woman who I went to for help, Kayla Trujillo, aka Peaches the Liar. Miss Peaches, I was at her house when Natalie disappeared. She went down to the same department that I did. I went in a police car, and she went in her own vehicle. And this is right after she had back surgery. Did she go in with me? No, she didn't. She also hadn't listened to anything that I had to say. She was too busy telling me I needed to listen to her and her fucking brother, neither of which knew a goddamn thing about what the fuck was going on. Why the fuck didn't they know a goddamn thing about what was going on? Because they weren't fucking listening to me. They were too busy fucking talking. Now, what's the word that we're looking up? For me, the K-hole wasn't an out-of-body experience. It wasn't me melting into my surroundings. I was cuffed to a fucking bed. I could feel the cuffs. I could hear them rattling. And I was screaming at the top of my lungs, Ted Bollinger, you killed your daughter, you sick son of a bitch. I couldn't see anything. Everything was yellow. I'm not talking about looking around the world and everything has a yellow tint to it. It was yellow. This is what I saw. Except it was as if it was on a computer screen. It was a lot brighter yellow, That's all I fucking saw. It had some blue lines through it. So we're going to type up the word amnesia. Now, is this okay? Let's see what amnesia says. Amnesia, a partial or total loss of memory. It is a chemical fucking lobotomy. And guess what? I don't remember being transferred from that hospital where I was injected with ketamine. I don't remember being transferred from there to Clearview. I do remember when I was in Clearview, looking at the fact that they got puzzle pieces as their symbol, and thinking that it was possibly an autism treatment center. You know, autism, my piece of the puzzle and all that. Holy fucking hell. Let's see. Right here, inability. Well, we'll just put the standard amnesia up. So, to help me, they tried to give me amnesia. Fucking swell. Kuth Osiris typed, I never tried ketamine. Neither did I till they fucking injected me with it. Fuck the goddamn police. Is it really okay to do these things to other human beings? By preventing me from being able to go to those places, by making me a target and a victim. I've had to go through 4 years of hell. 3 of those years, well, at the hands of the police and the courts. This is cruel. It is inhumane. And between this treatment and shooting me in the head, the decent thing to do would be to shoot me in the head. I do wholeheartedly believe that assisted suicide should be legal. 100%. Now, each and every one of these places where I had to go in alone, these hospitals can lie, twist, warp, and manipulate whatever they want because they're not recording audio. They didn't record audio at the Carbon County Hospital. I don't even know if they had fucking cameras. They sure as shit didn't have audio at Clearview. They didn't have audio at the Boulder County Hospital either. They wouldn't allow any of the evidence that had audio recording. None of those body cameras. They did everything that they could to prevent me from getting that evidence, and my public pretenders helped them. The Kuth Osiris type akathisia is the most inhumane torture I've ever experienced in my life. It's the reasons schizophrenia pace a lot. It's not schizophrenia, it's the medication making them nuts. Long-term abuse will make you nuts like that too. There's no public outcry for me though. BLM doesn't give a shit about me. I'm not the right color. These women's rights groups don't give a shit about me. I'm not the right color. The LGBT community doesn't care about me because I am not LGB or T. I'm non-sexual. I don't want sex. I don't want sex with a man. I don't want sex with a woman. I don't want sex with adults. I don't want sex with children. I don't want sex with animals. I straight up don't want sex. Of course, everybody's excuse for doing all this cruel shit to me is trying to pretend that this is all about sex. Maybe for Natalie it was. Maybe Natalie wanted to have sex with me. She typed to me a lot that she thought she was in love with me. She also typed, "I love you," to me a lot. She also said that she loved me a lot. But when I was dehydrated with a broken fucking vehicle, yeah, all she was interested in doing was hiding her fuck ups. All her family was interested in doing was destroying my life. Now, maybe they didn't think about that. Maybe they didn't think for one moment about how lying like that is going to destroy another human being's life. But I let them know. I'm being treated like a child molester. I'm being treated like a rapist. This cruelty is coast to fucking coast. And these son of a bitches, the law, is going out of its way to hide the crimes of these officers and these facilities. Clearview is closed down for the things I said about them. But it wasn't my words that closed them down. No, they wanted to ignore it. To this day, I have court today, video court, with Larimer County over the assaults at Clearview. There were more than one assault. By the time they start playing the video, I've already been assaulted. I didn't need to be drugged and put in a fucking mental institution. I needed help stopping the fucking violence. I don't trust Jones. Now, there is a good possibility that the things that Starr said about Jones were true, and there is a good chance that what Meg had to say is also true. Because Meg has a professional sounding title. She's the president of the Autism Society of Nebraska. But Starr was coming to help me in person. Sakutho Cyrus type, "It's funny when people call out evil, they're the ones that get targeted." You're right. Now, you guys, in one of my first videos, you get to hear Amanda DeMett, aka Amanda Daniels, talking about my little brother molesting his own fucking daughter. Now, the first person to tell me about that was actually Brenda Dickinson, right across the street. Of course, Brenda Dickinson can talk all sorts of shit. You like the way I said that? About Lori Elliott, or Laura Elliott, I'm not sure what her name is, Jeremy Elliott's mom. Now, the thing is that she was talking that shit to me, first of all. And second of all, it wasn't shit talking. the things that Brenda Dickinson had to say about that other woman, about how she treats her schizophrenic son, they're absolutely fucking true. So Brenda Dickinson was not talking shit to me. She was telling the truth. Skuth Osiris types, the world is backwards. I was born in the wrong generation. Oh, dude. There ain't no such thing as a good generation. The devil owns all of us. Do I believe in Satan? Fuck no. I do believe in Jesus. Do I believe that Jesus was the Son of God? I don't give a shit. All the devils that I know are people, all of the angels too. When I say that the devil owns all of us, it's a figure of speech. That doesn't mean that when I look out the window, I see some red dude out there with chains in his hands to put on all of us. It's that I see people and their selfish motivations. See, with Ventus and Star down there in Colorado, their selfish motivations between helping me and sex was more important. Sukuth Osiris typed, well said, it's all metaphoric. Exactly. Now, obviously, I must be schizophrenic because these don't actually exist. All of these recordings must be figments of my imagination. I must be schizophrenic. I must be so off in fucking La La Land that I have no idea what the fuck is going on. No. Even after I was injected with ketamine, I knew what the fuck was going on. I just couldn't see anything. That was the only time my entire life that I have been completely separated from fucking reality. I knew where I was at. I knew that I was in a Vista hospital. I knew that I was strapped to a hospital bed. I knew that they had injected me with drugs. And I knew that Natalie's killer had not yet been found, and chances were pretty good that her dad was the one that killed her because I exposed him with her email. I was wrong. And I admit that. Or these punk ass bitches won't come the fuck down off of it. If you keep pushing the same goddamn bullshit, it makes it okay, doesn't it? Now let's take a look at a preacher, Rod Wright. Rod Wright, thank goodness, after throwing all of his judgment at me, judgment that he obviously is not God. How is it his place to pass that judgment? How is it his place to decide the right and wrong of it? How is it his place when he was not there for any of it? All he is doing is listening to word of mouth. He's got no goddamn clue what the fuck is going on. After passing judgment on me, he wanted to talk to me about Jesus and spiritual this, that, and the other. Rod, I'm not here about your spiritual bullshit. I'm here because I need someone to sit down. I don't need you to speak even. I just need someone to sit down in the same room as me while I make a report to the police. That's it. Why does Rod get my praises despite judging me? Because after all of that, guess what he did? He sat down in the same room as me and Deputy Holloway. And guess what? Deputy Holloway actually took a report. How amazing is that? After all of this me explaining that someone needs to go in with me, and these people say, well, I don't know why that makes a difference. Well, it makes a difference because these cops did wrong shit. A lot of wrong shit. And I don't trust them because of that wrong shit. Anyway, I'm going to walk to Pump and Pantry. There's some snow on the ground outside. It's colder than a cast iron commode on the shady side of an iceberg. But I'm out of coffee.